All right. Hello, 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 hello. I see you, MP. Hi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Welcome to Jabberwock33's channel. I am Jabberwock33, but you guys can call me Jabber, or Chris, I guess. Yeah, Chris works. No one calls me Chris anymore, but you can call me Chris if you want. We are here for our normal Wednesday stream, except it's not at the normal Wednesday time. That is because it's our normal Wednesday, not so normal tabletop RPG day. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're starting an hour later, but we're going to probably be going for 3 or 4 hours playing a tabletop RPG with some of my friends, some of my real life friends, not my Twitch friends. Weird, right? We are playing Age of Sigmar Soulbound, so it's different than like D&D and stuff like that, but it's pretty easy to get the hang of, and we'll try to show off some of that as we go. Stretch and hydrate from Snow. Thank you, Snow. Ugh. Stretch, you gotta hydrate. There we go. Hydrates when we get everyone into the call here. We'll get everyone to hydrate. That'll be fun. Camera is unfocusing. There we go. I'm going to start up some music real fast, just so we have some background music. This one is labeled Pools, Hot Tubs, and Beaches. I think that works for our... I think this is going to work for our pirate theme. Sure. Before we grab everyone else, just want to let you guys know, tomorrow, Thursday, we are not streaming. We don't stream on Thursdays usually. We will be back on Friday playing with Tank Girl 90, doing Rome 2 Total Wars World Conquest. Saturday, we'll be back on with more Bioshock. It feels like we're getting close to the end of Bioshock 1. I don't know, though. You got to do shanties. I don't think there's a shanty. Is there a shanty? Let me look. Fortnite inspired. I don't think that's what I want. Dubstep. We did dubstep last time. That was funny. Hip hop. Minecraft inspired. Poggers. No, I think pools, hot tubs, and beaches is the closest I have to pirates in this one, unfortunately. All right, let us. Oh God, camera. This camera's got to fix itself. I gotta mess with the camera because we are moving over to Discord, so Discord can't have the same weird camera. It's a weird camera rule. So we're gonna change to that camera. And we're gonna switch scenes. Tabletop RPG. Bada blam. All right, let's change the size of that. Fit everybody? No, that doesn't fit everybody. Make it smaller. Oh. Like that. I have to do this every time. It's kind of frustrating, but you know what? We're gonna get... You think I would be. Alright, I keep making that disappear. So we're gonna put that there. Like that. Put that on top. Make it less tall. I can try. I'm not sure it'll work. Because it shrinks everything. I can't get rid of the black bars. Damn. Yeah, I know. That one's... unfortunately, that's not within my power. Okay, back to Lark. Thank you, Snow. Here's a shout out. Boop. A shout out on your way out. Alright, let's undeafen and meet our pirate crew once again. Blip, 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 blip.
The sickle jump.
The sickle jump. What?
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 Just saying. How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me today, playing some Soulbound.
Yay.
We're gonna go through and introduce... I gotta set my camera up. Son of a diddly squat. All right. Anyways, let's introduce you guys, and then we will... I'll fix my camera. So we are playing Dawn of War? Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar Soulbound. And we have 4 players and 1 GM. So for a very special GM, why don't you start? That is Nighty Furion, right next to my picture there.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our session today. We'll be playing Age of Sigmar Soulbound, continuing our pirate adventure that we have. It takes place in the realm of Beast in a homebrew continent called the Untamed Isles. And our adventures today will be we'll be first starting with some upkeep items. And then we'll be deciding on where we're going for our next adventure. So, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Lord.
And yeah, I guess I'll pass off to the next person.
All right.
Are you not gonna fix your camera, Chris?
I did, didn't I? Oh, I picked the wrong camera.
You're really giving us the cold shoulder.
Oh,
How to
that's
feel about
the other camera. All right, well, let's start with the next person in line while I fix that. That would be Shroud Arrow, and I'll zoom in on his character real fast. And please introduce yourself while I fix that again.
Yeah.
What a dummy.
I mean, I am, but
No. Christopher is.
yeah, I'm Shadero or Lee. I play Arlen Crisphere, a totally average-looking human.
Every time it gets me.
So average. Look at how beautiful this average man is.
Who may or may not be trying to spin up his own separate pirate crew.
Mighty suspicious.
Mutiny. Next in line, we have Nopi Winston, who is playing Soteria Valdis. Tell us about yourself.
That's me. Sotiri is here. Sotiri is, just living their best on life and, it's just looking to spread the good news about the bones. And as always, Sotiri is joined by their life partner, Nephos, who is in fact the boat. So yeah, good times. And again, just a reminder, that Sotiri uses they them pronouns.
Very good. Next, we have, skipping over myself for now, Tasty Cookies.
Hello.
Tell us about yourself, Tasty Cookies.
Well, I'm Tasty Cookies. I play the ogre, Yark Hammerskull, who is a man there, pretty much a mercenary pirates.
Yar.
Yark.
And last but not least, we have Zogsnug Arrowtooth, who is my character, an orc crossbowman, who just got way better ballistic skill over the break. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready for the nonsense Sotiri is up to.
But I think that sets us up for you, Mr. GM.
Okay, yeah. So, welcome back, everybody.
Yay.
Sorry, I was trying to get some stuff back together. Was somebody moving my tokens there?
I'm not on
Lee.
I'm not on a map for tokens, so
I'm typing stuff into Nephos, but that's it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
thanks for stopping in, Mikazuki. Get some rest. No worries.
Well, yeah. So I guess the first thing we're going to start up with is some upkeep from I guess our between sessions, I guess. So about a week has passed, which gives all of our players an endeavor, which is basically like whatever your character is doing in between sessions. So it's more of a narrative element to the game. There's a bunch of different endeavors you can do as suggested in the books, or you can sort of make up your own as well. It's role playing, so you can sort of do whatever. That's the fun of it. So let's start with Cookie, because I think Cookie knows what he wants to do with his endeavor. So, Cookie, what is Yarg Hammerskull doing with his week?
Well, with my week, since you busted my gut plate the last time, I can get that fixed up. Thanks a lot.
Just a quick correction. I didn't break your gut plate. You put yourself in a situation where you got your gut plate broken.
Not to victim blame
yeah.
or anything.
Yeah, sure, Tim. You can put whatever excuse you want. I know it was you. Anyway.
To be fair, the demon was the victim because he died in one crossbow shot.
Yeah, so I get my gut plate fixed up, and I'm also gonna have Snotgar help me out with that. And I think also was the one who said I'd get us some more soul fire since the last time.
Yeah. So, actually, you could just put Snotgar on repairing your gut plate if you want, and you can have Snotgar roll a repair check, while your character goes and does their own endeavor if you want.
That sounds
So,
good.
so your own character is going to go and restore soul fire by going and partying about Colossus.
Sounds good.
Okay. Do you want to go into any more depth? Like, how is your character partying in Colossus?
Party. Hardy.
I really don't know, actually.
That's fine. You don't have to go into it if you don't want to. But yeah, whatever you want.
I guess I'll just go on party after we did that whole entire fight against the Dark Elves.
There we go.
And the other dark elves. And the
The other
demons.
dark elves.
The Dark Elves.
And the spider.
Oh, the spiders already been killed, so.
Rip. So I'm gonna just roll for Snotgar real quick, and thank goodness Snotgar has 1 point of focus.
Yay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
love
So
that.
Snotgar was able to successfully repair the gut plate.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Snotgar can repair a point of armor in a round for free without even rolling. So actually, Snotgar only needed to roll 1 success anyway. So okay,
Nice.
that's kind of cool. Look at that. Noblar is showing their use already.
Learn something new.
Yeah. Okay. So let's jump to Jabber, I guess. What did Zogsnug do with his week?
So Zogsnug had a very good time shooting his crossbow in battle that day, and he's starting to realize the fun of the bone boat. All right, and he wants others to enjoy the fun as well. So I'm going to encourage imitators.
Oh, wait, that's also one of our rumors.
What?
So one of the rumors that we have
No.
is that there are unusual raids in the Untamed Isles. Unusual raids are being launched against the towns and cities of the Untamed Isles by a group bearing similar powers to your own crew. Perhaps there can be more information found at the site of their last raid.
That's from the last session we had. Yeah, I heard about that.
So there's already imitators. Well, I want
You can
three.
encourage that.
Well, if you go under your rumors, there's actually a far more present imitator as well.
That's all right. So that's under the Nephos, right? All right. This might change what I'm doing then.
Yeah, so
Identity theft is not a joke. Rumors of what? Someone has taken my identity.
So the rumor is identity theft is not a joke. Rumors of an Auric named Zogsnug, who managed to land a shot on the Jabbermaw with his crossbow, have reached Colossus. The problem is it happened last week, and Zogsnug is almost completely sure he's been in Colossus that whole time.
Pretty certain.
Except for all that Hashgala you were drinking.
Yeah. Who knows what I was doing? There's a chef. There's navigate the maelstrom.
That one's probably for Arlen.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I don't want to encourage imitators. Sounds like we already have too much of that. All right. I might have to think now.
I don't mind going. Mine's very quick. Because we only have one endeavor. I, as an Ossiarch, have to spend my endeavor gathering for the bone tithe, so I didn't actually get to choose. So, yep. Just maybe I ask for. Well, I guess gathering for the bone tithe, I can just go and collect the best bones that I found from the battle that we just did.
Yeah. So yeah, I figured you're doing that.
Yep.
And you're building weapons for the Oryx of Colossus. And
Yes. And
so
in that time, if you will allow it, I did also build a Mortec throne.
So you bought that with experience, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even count that. Like, yeah, so that's just something you sort of built. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So I have a chair made of bones that skitters around now, and I love them. And we'll see if they'd get a name. I haven't decided yet, but that's what I've done in the past.
So wait, does the chair have a personality? Like,
The chair has soul reservoirs in it.
really?
Yeah. So
That's
here's a really
certainly
really
something.
fun thing about the Ossiarchs. Again, they are a people made of bones, and they have soul gems. And in the soul gems are the souls and spirits of, loads and loads of people. You can pack a bunch of souls into a soul gem. And it doesn't necessarily have to be related to the bone that makes up that person. And you're made up of many types of bones, and there's almost this like caste system. I know way too much about this for someone who doesn't play the game. But there's like this caste system, and you can like it's only downward mobility. So like if you were a great commander and you lost a battle, your bones can be recrafted into crossbows, boats, Mortec thrones,
Crossbones.
crossbones. Yeah.
Good stuff.
But yeah, they are essentially, I would say they're living, but maybe non-sentient.
Okay.
Or sentient in a way that like, what is it I'm thinking of? There's like an animated movie with a toaster that like acts like a dog.
Oh, Chainsaw Man?
No, this is like Disney.
Pochita is not a toaster.
Pochita is not a toaster.
Is that little toaster that could? Is there also?
I don't think it's the brave little toaster. I think it's something else that I can't remember. But like, it's sort of that Disney sentience where it's just like,
yeah,
you're a pet, but a little bit more.
Okay, so Tiri is making a chair pet thing.
I have a sidekick. Yes.
There. Oh, okay, so they have a sidekick now. Cool.
Yeah. I think a loyal steed is technically what they're called.
This is great
Loyal
stuff.
companion.
Okay, so let's move to our last, but certainly does not have the least amount of endeavors. Arlen, Cursed Spear. What's Arlen doing?
Yeah. So I mean, the first thing that like as we get back, the like first thing Arlen does is like he drops off like the loot that we got last time. Treasure map, the boots, the potion, spear.
I keep forgetting about the loot.
Yep. I didn't even know we had it.
And like says to everybody like, all right, here's what I found, and he divvies out like the money that was found as well, so everybody gets 36. And
I did split that
Arlen.
up already, so
Yep.
The 3 accounts that I take care of, you have your money already.
It's useless.
As part of that, like he says, all right, here's 10% that is for ship use for any maintenance, such as the next time we get stranded and we need bones to repair, we can use this for that.
Buy people's bones off of them?
Or animal bones. You just care about bones.
I have standards.
But that does mean, Nobu Winston, there are 27 drops for the boat itself that I forgot to actually apply. So.
Okay.
I added all.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that already?
You
Perfect.
all have ownership of it. And
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then before I go and do my first, endeavor, I, give Zarvin his share because Arlen considers Zarvin part of the crew, and so he gets
Oh, that's so sweet of
equal
you.
share.
For the folks at home, and definitely not for me, who's Zarbin?
He is the dwarven
the
navigator
dwarf.
that you have.
Cursed to stay on the ship. Yeah.
I'm watching him.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and then after that, I would round up the 3 people that we rescued from the battle.
Oh, it was a lot more than 3. So
Just the
I guess I
three that
can
made
give
it
you.
to the boat.
I
So I can
forgot.
give you-
Well, I'm not about specifically the people that were on the boat. Like I know, Silverfeather rescued all the humans, but I was specifically just referring to the ones that were on the boat.
Yeah. So Silverfeather. So Silverfeather and Kaelor Skyweaver, they're all together now, and after dropping off those who were 2 wounded and everything, he actually brought his boat back and put it inside of the island hideout that you guys sort of have now,
The Smuggler's Cove thing?
the Smuggler's Cove, and
It's filled with
has
bodies.
basically sworn to help you guys for saving his life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that, but I'm down.
Wait, whose life did we save?
He is the elf that I became friends
Oh
with.
yes, queso.
That was the code word.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no. His name's Brendan.
His name is
It was
Oh.
Brenadon, but yes.
It was Brendan. I
He's
remember
Brendan
Brendan.
now.
Listen, my notes are very specific.
And Brenadon has won an Oscar between now and then.
Which is funny because it was for the whale.
Oh, jeez.
What was that?
That was me trying to pick up my notes, which is
Oh.
half a index card with the name Uzkabak on it.
Yeah.
I found you a new friend. He also likes Hoshkalash. He's another dwarf.
There's only one Uzkabak, and hopefully we have his head.
Well, I guess we'll find that out. That was probably part of my endeavor.
So I mean, do Osiarchs remember their past lives, or because doesn't it come in batches or something?
Yeah, so that's part of the thing. So some of the talents I have, so Catacross is chosen, is the flavor of that is that my character can tap into the tactical mind of Catacross, who's one of Nagash's greatest generals, because they have a piece of that soul.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's the flavor of a lot of these talents, abilities, is just oh, you had a guy who could do this.
You're part this guy.
Yeah. Let me see if I have any other.
I think we're getting off track though. Let's finish up Arlen's endeavors.
Yeah. So what was your other? What were your endeavors, Arlen? Sorry.
Yeah. So I want to talk with the crew of the Silverfeather, and say to them I am I'm planning on I want to build up an armada to fight against Admiral Vandersea, because
someone still cares.
That was that get with the really fancy hat, wasn't it?
He did have a large
Yeah.
hat.
I remember the hat.
And so essentially I want to use contacts and just get them to start spreading the word of where receptive people can find us.
Okay, cool. So you're putting out the word, putting out some feelers, doing some recruitment. Yeah. I'm gonna say that doesn't pay off this session, but that's worth. I might be giving you the devotee's talent or something at some point for that. I don't know if you've seen that talent at all, but yeah.
It's pretty good.
Not.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you now is that what was your second endeavor? Sorry, or was that?
Yeah, so that was my first. The second one is, I, also, freedom of story from a null gate, and so I want to try and become, companions with it, with
The weasel.
female companion, the ferret. But yes,
It's a ferret!
So I believe that there's an animal taming endeavor, right?
so it's trained animal companion.
Yeah.
It's very
The one
similar
thing
to
that
the loyal
wasn't-
companion feat that I have.
Well, you have to have loyal companion to do this.
Yeah.
So the one thing that wasn't clear to me is, like, from reading, if I need to if I need to roll to
All right. Let's
the companion, or if it's just to improve it.
What was the name of it? Sorry.
Trained companion? It's page 159 on the core rulebook.
Yeah.
Oh, the core rulebook. That's not gonna help me at all.
Trained companion. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna use a soul beast handling check. And what you're going to have to decide is, well, okay, let me see what a Mastori has. Actually, so I'm gonna let you name your Mastori.
What's the
Okay.
story?
the weasel.
Oh,
Come on, folks.
just
Wait, so doesn't train companion just make your companion better? Wouldn't
Yeah,
Loyal-
yeah, it just makes the companion better.
okay.
Yeah, it's also like if you lose one or like whatever, it's how you bond. with
Gotcha.
them. It's
Oh, you can instead take this endeavor to bond with a new companion. The companion can be the same type or a different type, depending on those available. See page 86 for more information.
Okay. So I'm giving you ownership of this, Lee. What do you want to name your companion?
Eden. Sorry.
Okay, you don't have to name it right now either. But I guess what talent do you want to? Like, do you want to increase a talent or a training or focus or something? Because that changes how much better it gets. You can see its stat line now. I think I put it inside of your actors tab there.
Gains training or focus in a new skill. It's all training or focus. It looks like. So
Yeah.
think probably give us focus for reflexes. Is what I'd probably try.
Focus for reflexes. Okay, so that's a 4-6 check, and let me take a look here. You can make 3 checks overall, and then you add them all together.
So you need 6 successes on 4s.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll 4 ones 3 times. Let me just calculate.
That makes a lot more sense to me, to be honest. Yeah. Also, if any of you ever just want to roll like manually as well, like at your desk with normal d6s, feel free to do that.
No.
I
Don't feel like you
always
have
want to, and I didn't. My dice are in a different room now.
Do you have any focus in beast handling?
I have
Can-
training.
Can I use my endeavor to help him with his endeavor?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Otherwise, I was just going to take the improvised one because I couldn't think of what I wanted to do. So.
Okay, so in that case, that means you get a help. What's your skill in beast handling?
Mine?
Yeah, training or.
I don't have
focus.
any training or focus in it.
Okay, so in that case, it's just 1 dice you're getting
Oh.
for each of those.
For 3, but it's 3 dice. So just roll 3 dice.
But it's 3 dice total. Yeah.
So if you can get 2 4s, that's not how it works.
I mean, we can click on it and see.
Can you?
He did it. He did it. Yep,
There we
5,
go.
6, and 2. Yep,
Huzzah.
there we go. So, the
I also have Animal
story-
Friend, which I don't think applies here, but
What's it?
'cause it's
I would
it's advantage on unopposed. So
Actually, it does apply here. You get it on 3, so you actually didn't need any
Oh,
of that.
never mind. I'll take the improvised endeavor then. Sure, whatever.
So technically, it's it does apply here. Don't worry. So that means you've got 1 focus and reflexes. Yeah. So, and when you're ready to change your Mastori's name, if you're ever gonna change it, just let me know and I can change it on the token and on the sheet. You might be able to change it too. I'm not sure, but
I can change the token name.
okay, of course, to testing. Why wouldn't it be? John Doe. John Doe.
Jane Bill.
Why did I get that echoed so
I
hard?
know, I
Yeah,
got
wait.
an echo.
Why can I hear myself all of a sudden? Where did that come from?
I don't know, say something loud and awesome again.
John fucking Doe.
Alright, that
Not
was
supposed
weird.
to curse, am I?
You can curse.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was weird. Okay. I didn't know if that was like anti-stream or something.
No, mine is rated for adult audiences.
That
Because
works
we
out
say
great.
fuck a lot.
And so that I can say fuck without thinking about it.
And
Okay.
it's after 30 minutes, so YouTube doesn't care anymore
Eh.
either.
I mean, I do put these on YouTube, but I don't get monetized anyway, so it's not.
Okay. So I guess let's move on then.
Yeah. So, Tim, just to warn you, I did take improvise for my endeavor now.
What does that do?
Thinking ahead is for soft gets. It's how I got Uzkabak as a friend, where I can kind of just.
I got the echo again.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's on me this time though. Yeah, it lets me get like a narrative pull thing, where I can say, oh yeah, I looked into that already, or I met this guy once, or something like that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's great. So basically, it's like the flashback mechanic from like Blades in the Dark or something.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. So, let's I guess let's get started then. So you all sort of come back together after a week.
I have no idea what I did this week, but it'll come back to me. Don't worry.
It involved some more.
Depends on who he meets.
Azgala.
Like
Okay, so
I said.
so there's a bunch of different like rumors and different ways that you all could continue increasing your wealth or reputation or whatever you want through the Isles. And I put a bunch of rumors into there and everything, but I guess I can just talk about each of them. And after that, you guys can all get together as a crew and decide where you want to go next. So the first one is there's an orc named Zogsnug who managed to land a shot on the Jabbermaw with his crossbow. And rumors of this have reached Colossus. The problem is it happened last week, and the Zogsnug of your crew is almost completely sure he's been in Colossus that whole time. Another rumor that's reached you is that there's a halfling chef at the Griffin's Roost Inn that apparently makes the best meat pie in all of Oramoth. Captain Gripgullet, who is Yarg's like arch nemesis, the ogre who's ruined his life, has become a frequent visitor at this establishment because he loves the meat pies that much. Perhaps you could use this halfling to lure Gripgullet into a trap.
Gripgullet.
Is it priest?
What?
The meat pies? Is it?
Oh, is it made out of Mrs. Lovett's meat pies?
Mrs. Lovett's pizza?
I like pizza. I'm sorry, that's what it was on my mind.
Yeah, I was. Listen, I really want to go see Josh Brogan. Josh, Groban do Sweeney Todd on Broadway, so that's in my mind quite constantly. So anyway, you set me up with meat pies, and I went with it. Theater nerd. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. Anyway.
Navigate the maelstrom. So if you actually look at the map of the Untamed Isles, and it might. Arlen, if you remember, a couple sessions ago, had discovered that guide to navigating the Abyssal Scar, to perhaps use the Realm Gate at the center of it. So I can activate that for everybody. Just forcefully move everybody to this page.
Bring me. I think I'm already here. So
I was already there.
Yeah. So that's another potential point for you all to go to. Vondersee's Hunt, I would say that's more of just a constant issue. That could happen at any time, at any moment.
The what?
And
Vanderzee's
like
Hunt.
the
Someone's
spider.
chasing us.
Yeah, I
really wanted the spider to survive and just be a constant threat to
The
us.
spider technically did survive.
Did it? I thought, didn't Arlen
No, I killed
kill
it.
it?
Oh
yeah,
no, I
Arlen killed
thought.
it.
Oh.
Arlen got snuck. Arlen snuck up on it and got the last hit on it.
Oh, I didn't think he did. I thought it just ran away from us.
It did, and then Arlen killed it.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me.
I mean,
guys.
now it just has loved ones that want to avenge it. So
And it's all gonna come down on me.
And then the other one here is, so there's been these unusual raids across the Isles for a while. And I actually moved them up to the fear category because they've become more and more prevalent. And now you know that there's someone with the same sort of soulbound powers that you have that's leading these raids.
Oh, so not
this could
literally the same powers where there's a crossbow guy, a normal human, an ogre with
Oh
a
no,
gun.
not
and a
literally
sword.
the same people, just
Oh.
with similar soulbound
Oh yeah, I
powers.
took it as there were direct imitators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a terrible crossbow person. There's an extremely gorgeous human.
Bizarro us. I hope it's the most gorgeous human in the world, but he's actually really ugly.
Wait, does that mean that Sotiri's opposite is just the fleshiest person? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
It's like a flesh golem.
Oh,
But
I've got
no
Baron
bones.
Harkonnen as my nemesis.
That's funny.
Wait, let's see. I got a Dune reference. I got a Star Wars reference. Gotta get another one in there.
Gotta get a Lord of the Rings reference in here somewhere.
Flesh bag.
And then Yarg is just it's just a Noblar is his opposite, but then the Noblar's opposite is just a Yarg, so it ends up being the same thing.
Yeah, but the Noblar's the one in charge.
I'm not. I think the Noblar might be in charge here too. I'm not 100% sure on that one actually.
Okay, cool. So, do any of those sound like interesting? Interesting. Or if any of you can come up with anything too, I mean, feel free to do that.
Well, Zogsnug, whose life goal is to hunt the Jabbermaw, hears about himself hunting the Jabbermaw. Sort of makes him livid. So, yeah, really want to hunt myself down.
Where
Zogsnug
were you the
goes
past
to
week?
therapy.
Hey,
Where
girl, how's it
were
going?
you, though?
I don't even know. That's what Zogsnug wants. Also, Tim Cruel says hi. In fact,
Hi, Cruel.
He said hi to you before he said hi to me.
He didn't even say hi to me.
I appreciate that, Cruel. Thank you. I'll sigh extra hard at their shenanigans tonight.
Shenanigans.
Chile. Tip that.
Oh, to the ladies. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Nope, not what I wanted.
Does anyone else have an opinion on where we should go? Because we're gonna hunt myself down if not.
Where's? Hold on. What am I?
We don't, at least on the map, we don't know where Oramoth is. If that's what
Yeah.
for.
Oh, Oramoth. So Oramoth is actually the continent that's right above the
Yeah.
Untamed Isles. But if you're asking about the Griffin's Roost, it's actually not too far away. It's like it's actually a much smaller island. It's not one of the bigger ones, but it's like over to the west a bit. It's like over this way. I'm pinging it on the map if anyone's looking.
That specific
Yeah.
island, or like
It's near that specific. It's sort of between these two islands.
Gotcha.
Can I also just get some decision-making information? What are these volcanoes? Is that something we actually have knowledge of?
You know that there's volcanoes there. You don't really know what's at the volcanoes.
Are they like mythical volcanoes? Can
You could take a check.
That's what I was trying to get. I've got lore.
It
it's
depends
on
on it. I would say it depends on what you're. So what are you asking about the islands? Like,
I want to know more about that island with the volcanoes on it. And like, is there a memory that I have or a story that I know
I don't think there are
from my
tiggers here.
years
Rule.
that would enlighten me about those volcanoos?
I'm not sure they would
depending
survive
on
the
what you
Warhammer
want to learn,
world.
I would say you could either take lore, nature, or theology.
Ooh, oh.
Oh.
All of those are exactly the same for me, so I'm gonna go lore.
Okay, cool.
Nature protection.
There we go. Yeah,
You got 2 successes.
I got 3 successes.
Oh, 3.
Oh wait, no,
successes.
2. There was no focus. Excuse me. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
Oh bother.
So you don't really find much out about these volcanoes from like a quick investigation and everything.
Oh.
But the dwarf on Lee's crew sort of hears that you're investigating.
Which
this.
dwarf? There's 2 of them.
What? Who's the other dwarf?
There's the Slayer and then the one we picked up.
Oh, Zarbin. Sorry, yeah, it's the Fire Slayer, and after he sort of hears that
When the GM
you're
forgets
investigating-
about the dwarf, we all forget about too.
yeah,
Rough,
yeah,
buddy.
what dwarf? I love Zarbin too. I can't. believe that. Okay, so the Fire Slayer sort of comes up to you and says, "If you know what's good for you, you will not go near the cursed isle."
Is that where Arlen's from?
No.
Ooh. If I know what's good for me, I won't go near the cursed isle. Why is it cursed? How is it cursed?
Such knowledge only belongs to the Dowie, and then he marches away.
To the who?
Dwarves.
To the dwarves.
Oh,
It's a fancy way of saying dwarves.
I've
Yeah.
got dwarf.
The
in
dwarves
me
don't call
somewhere.
themselves dwarves.
Yeah, no, obvious.
Well, Nope's hooked. Don't do this. I'm gonna do it.
Who said that?
Cruel.
Fair enough. Okay, the cursed isles. Cool. And only the dwarves are supposed to know about it.
Yep.
And also oh shit, what are they called? The dwarves that don't exist, the dark dwarves, the underdwarves,
Chaos dwarves.
the chaos dwarves,
Yeah.
the boogeyman dwarves. Weren't they involved in the attack on us?
Yeah, they were.
Hypothetically speaking. So do we
Yeah.
think that's hello, dog? Oh my god. is it worth following up on?
Not when there's a fake Zogsnug that needs shooting.
Yeah, you're pretty strong on that one.
Cookie,
Boogie
you
dwarfs.
look like Santa Claus. Right
What?
Ho
Okay.
ho ho.
Well, at least you can make somebody laugh just because I'm putting my face up like this.
Ooh, there's a special effect going on over there. That's cool.
now. I can't stop looking.
Well,
A
let's
white
just
dwarf
do
has
that.
made an
Doing
appearance on our stream.
White dwarf,
Gandalf
disco
the
dwarf.
Grey.
Grombendal.
So, guys, are we?
Does Jark have strong feelings about
There we go.
where we want to go?
Well, I would like to hear about the person I want to fight. So I want to talk to that what was it, halfling?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a halfling on an island to the west of here.
yeah, he's in the other direction.
Oh, there's something else that I forgot to mention that's very important. I don't know
Again,
if you could
dwarf.
all tell from the Zarvin, speaking of our very important dwarf, has noticed that the tectonic activity throughout the Untamed Isles has come to a sudden halt.
Which is
Very
why,
strange, because normally the islands move.
yeah, that's
but
why we
it's
have a map.
stopped and hasn't moved within the last 3 weeks. So that's why you have sort of a stagnant map now. But yeah, I just realized I forgot to mention that officially.
Hmm. That's something to think about too.
Yeah.
After we kill me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I knew about some of that.
Yeah.
already.
Again, Lee, you are playing a completely different game, and I love it. It's my favorite thing. Yeah. As captain of the ship, let's I kind of want to just sort
Go
of
see
like
the halfling. Sounds great. 'Cause
go
we know
see
where
the
that
ha-
is.
I was gonna say go up to the Jabbermarsh.
So we're tied 2-2.
I'm the captain.
Do we know where the Jabbermaw is?
It's up here.
It's in
to
my
the north.
marsh. It's where I used to live.
I want to make a proposal
Uh-oh.
because we've split in half. Arlen is the navigator, but I'm the captain. I want to propose a roll off.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
no.
So
No, that's a good way of figuring it out. And actually, this is called it, and we've actually got rules for this. It's a
Oh.
challenge
yeah, we did it.
where
Nice.
this is a challenge.
Yes.
So one of you has to. So I guess Nopi has put down. So I mean, I shouldn't say. So Tiri has put the challenge down.
Yes.
And so Tiri has to challenge in some way, and then you'll have a roll. Then you'll have a roll off. Now, Arlen does not necessarily need to roll the same sort of dice for this
No,
challenge.
absolutely.
But yeah.
I was going to propose there's no like leadership. I was gonna propose my intimidation versus his like I think he has a skill that's similar to navigation, right?
So like the way it sort of works out, I believe, from a quick glance over it, is it's like
How you doing,
come
Solomon?
in
Thank
and
you for being here.
You know, you challenge in your way and you try to lay down the law or whatever. But then Arlen can respond in a different way that would give Arlen control of the situation.
Yes.
So like
Okay.
Arlen could end up rolling something completely different.
Gotcha.
So you're coming in and being like, "This is my ship. We do what I want."
This is my life partner. I built Nephos from their very tiniest little bony piece. And I am the one who is in charge of communicating with Nephos and in charge of deciding in conjunction with Nephos where we go. And I then give that job of getting us there to you, Arlen. That's how this works. You do not control my boat.
Zogsnug is now thinking of a small egg made of bone that hatched the boat.
Oh.
Okay, Arlen. So how would you respond to this?
Yeah. So give given that I am the one that steers the ship for where we're going, if Nephos can do it by itself, then why do we have a wheel? Furthermore,
For the aesthetic, duh.
Furthermore, we know that there is something for a crew member, Yark, right there. Whereas this is literally entirely a rumor that we have no knowledge about. So
What do you
we
mean?
can get more information helping Yark out.
Counterpoint. And what is Yark doing right now?
I'm sitting around going, how much longer we gonna sit and do nothing?
Yeah, so counterpoint, and so Tiri's just gonna sort of like gesture.
He's like
and, like,
picking
Snotgar
lint
is
out of
there,
his belly
probably,
button and
like-
then eating it. Like,
Right. So that's my argument. I
so you can choose to you can choose to resolve this between yourselves, or you can have a quick like just roll off if you want.
Fight!
I don't think either one of us is bending here. I think I'm being challenged as the captain, and I do not like that.
So I'm gonna say just do a 1 dice roll off against each other, just a d6.
Oh. Let's see what we get. Arlen with a 2! Going strong.
Uh-oh. Veronica with a can't even roll the die. Oh, it's a space, isn't it? There we go.
Oh, the battle of wills!
they continue just like arguing and bickering on the ship to the point where everyone's very uncomfortable.
You have a totally average man who is literally going toe to toe, staring into soulless, glowing eyes with this like skull head that is just like smiling and like has way too many teeth.
Sitting on a chair made of arms.
Sitting on a chair made of arms.
I'll make a suggestion.
We've got a suggestion.
Well, I know fun is one orc is not making my friend here very happy, but what find info about this orc from my person need to go and talk to?
You think we'll find out about my guy from your guy?
There's no reason we won't.
He lives in an island. He doesn't live in the swamp.
I live in a swamp.
It's my swamp!
We're on an island, we heard.
Fair enough!
But like those meat pies are gonna stay there, whereas like this opportunity specifically to do what I want and what I say as the captain of the ship, that could change within the next week. The meat pies aren't changing. We can always come back to those. But like, again, this is my ship. This is my life partner, unlife partner, undead life partner. And we're gonna do what I say, and I just sort of like
Another roll off.
stomp my foot.
Screw all that! This is my reputation that's on the line! Well, 5 this time.
Uh-oh.
Come on, so teary.
Fart it.
Oh.
I stomp my foot and like it falls off.
Yeah, that is the last part. You have to describe how you lose the.
Yeah. I think it's that. It was just like
You were close to death last time, so like.
I was very close to death last time. And I spent so much time focused on getting the bone, like collecting the other bones, that I didn't put enough time into rebuilding my body.
Listen here, points finger, arm falls off.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah, I think so
I like to
too.
think it was like immediately after like that exchange with like Yark, like the other three of us were, Jabber's like, oh yeah, We did hear about it on the
On the
on an island.
And it's like that's when like the kneecap just gives way on my leg. It's just like stomp.
Regardless, though, Zogsnug is going to go pout in the crow's nest because someone's ruining his good name.
Don't worry, Pat. We'll get your name cleared.
Crunches
Okay.
bug.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! Sorry, guys.
Your dog almost take out your laptop.
Yes, she did.
Again.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we're having a good time over here. Oh, I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can have done the thing where we put Uzkabek's head in the crow's nest yet. I think that's another endeavor.
Oh, no worries. I mean, I'll still have it. It just won't be part of the ship yet.
Right.
It'll just sit there.
We don't know if it's Uzkabek's yet.
I'm still gonna talk to it like it's Uzkabek, though.
That's fair.
Only he really understands me. He's such a good listener.
Alas, poor Uzkabek.
Tim, I hope you know when this new Chaos Dwarf DLC comes out for Total War Warhammer, I'm naming my first Lord Uzkabak.
In honor.
Yes.
In memoriam.
In the arms of an angel.
And he's gonna immediately find the first, human empire and pretend that they're Arlen and just like wipe them
Blow it up.
I hope he explodes is the worst part.
Okay. So Arlen won. I guess we're going west.
Yep. Okay, cool. So, could somebody roll a, actually, let's, could someone roll a d6 for me?
I'll do it. / roll 1d. Oh. Oh. Haha.
I forgot.
4.
4. Okay.
Cookie, gotta type in / roll first.
I know it's the stupidest thing.
So, as you all are sailing west, so we'll probably end up doing most of that next session. I'll bring in the inn and everything, but like, we're probably going to be doing some traveling and stuff for now. So
Ooh.
there's some random events on the way.
I love
So,
random events.
I wonder what my 4 is.
So, as you are sailing, so as your boat, like, oh, actually, I guess one more thing is the silver feather coming with you, Arlen.
No, I told them to like go and like spread word of us. So
Oh, okay, so they're out doing that then. Okay, cool.
But we still have like those 3 crew members. Like
And
or, like,
and a lot of the humans that you saved on the island are all on this.
they're all on the boat.
Wait, they're on our boat? I thought they were saved
No,
by
on
the
the
other.
second-
they're,
on the
they're,
Silver
on, they're on
Feather.
Silver Feather.
Oh, I think Veronica was asking about the people that ended on our boat in the last session.
Yeah.
We had a
Oh, no,
Corsair,
they're
we
on
had
the
a
Silver Feather
Slayer.
now.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's just our normal
It's just
crew.
Zarbin. Yeah.
And yeah. So we've got
Yeah.
Snotgar, we've got Yarg, Zogsnug, Sotiri,
Uh,
Zarbin, and Arlen. Okay.
I'm gonna get us a stab grot one of these days, just so we have another crew member.
Okay, so let me bring this up. So, in the who was it that rolled this? It was
Me!
Okay, so in the distance, you spot this like pale purple light in the distance.
Okay. In the crow's nest, this makes sense.
Yeah. Do you say anything about it? Your ship seems to be heading towards it.
No, I'm just gonna watch it.
Okay. Could everyone else roll a perception check for me? Just a 4-1.
That's fair.
I like how Tim's is like, would
Sorry,
you
awareness?
would you like to tell everyone else about it? Like, as lookout? No.
Okay, so Arlen, you're the first person to see what's. You're the next person to see what's going on.
I was about
You
to
see a
say,
pale
not the
purple
first
light on
one.
the distance.
Damn, you got 4 successes on that.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
got 3.
Wait, 3 successes.
Yeah, he got 3 successes. You got 2.
Oh,
Yara got
yeah,
2.
sorry. The focus. I keep forgetting about focus and not focus, and so I'm reading the succeeded with 1 additional success as like the focus.
Yeah.
It's me being dumb. Don't worry.
Gotcha. Ugh.
So as you approach this like pale purple light in the distance, you can see that there's actually like bright purple lightning, as well as some like unusual arcane activity happening nearby.
Is pretty.
What was the color of the ghost undead things that we came across the first episode?
That's
Oh,
a
wow.
good question. I would say that there were a few different colors, but the color purple is most closely associated with the
Whoopi
realm of
Goldberg.
Shaiish, the realm of the dead.
Sounds like somebody's from there. He doesn't recognize that.
We love Shaiish.
I mean, like mostly what Arlen like thinks of first is given that we struggled to deal with the undead the first time. If this is the same thing or not.
I mean, you could probably take like a channeling check or something to see if you recognize the magiciness of it.
If you want to, you can take a channeling check. I am going to say that the rest of the crew is going to notice in a second here as well, so Tyria will also notice here in a second.
Hey Zogsnug, why didn't you say anything? I was enjoying the pretty colors.
Okay.
Does that wasn't okay.
What's
that
that?
wasn't casting a spell, correct?
No, it's just
No.
Okay.
like,
None of my spells. I benefit from your undead thing.
I was just
anyway.
making.
Okay, yeah, but so as you sort of like feel through the winds of magic to what's going on there, you notice that it doesn't actually feel like magic from Shaiish. It almost feels even more wrong. But something in your heart is pulling you towards it.
I think it's pretty.
Okay, yeah, I think Arlen would, yes, I guess as Yarg and Satiri, like, are recognizing it, I would just say, like, all right, something is happening up front, and it doesn't feel like, Saish? Sorry.
Shaiish.
Yeah, that's it.
That one.
Does Sotiri feel it?
Yeah, so I would say Sotiri now does feel it.
Okay. So it's not like a weird living thing.
And does she feel the opposite?
Yeah, it almost feels like alive and exhilarating to get nearby. Not to you, but to everyone else on the crew.
I am enjoying.
That's weird. Is there anything going on with Nephos?
Not
Hey Okusen man, how you doing, buddy?
Seem to
I hope
mind
you're
so
well over
far.
there. We're doing a tabletop RPG. here.
Is Nephos still singing sea shanties, or was that just like when they were freaking out?
That was just a one-time thing.
That was just a one-time thing, and so now they're just sort of quiet.
I mean, Nephos has been quiet recently, but who knows? Maybe a little bit more craziness will wake Nephos.
I'm
again.
doing all right,
I
man.
wanna-
Thanks for asking.
I want to check in with Nephos.
You want to check in with Nephos? There's
do.
only silence.
Hoping to shoot some stuff with my
There's
crossbow.
only silence. Okay. So Tiri is going to turn their head around 180 degrees so that it's looking at Arlen. And is just gonna go like, "What now, pretty boy?"
He ain't pretty, he's average.
Oh, he's hideous. Don't mind me. Just hideous boy doesn't sound as good.
That looks
Um,
neato.
She is screaming away.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we keep on going ahead and
Oh.
be cautious. We don't know what it is. So
We just keep going, okay?
Yeah, if everyone's gonna just keep continuing to be like, "Oh, I wonder what that is," and take no action, you guys start heading towards it.
That sounds like
that tracks.
we just slowly drift that way.
Huh, that's odd.
It's getting
So-
closer.
As you get a little bit closer, Nephos starts screaming and hissing.
Ah.
Do we all hear it or just Soteria?
You all hear it, like it, and it's like and the closer you get, you hear like nails on a chalkboard, like sort of sounds, like just these hideous noises, and it completely overwhelms whatever like attraction you were feeling to this place before. And as you get closer, you can see there's some unusual pale figure on this like rock over here, standing over this vortex, casting some form of magic.
Is that what's screaming?
No, Nephos
No, the Nephos is
I'm
screaming.
sorry, is that what's making Nephos scream?
must be.
I'm gonna shoot
Hold
You're gonna
on.
shoot it?
it. Wait, boss
hold
says to
on.
hold on a second.
Oh, farts. I just wanted to look at something really quick. I've got so many pages open. Oh, darn it. I thought I had something.
What's up, boss? Because I'm cocked and loaded, like.
I know.
if you do shoot, I'm gonna be giving you tactician.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can Catacrosis Chosen or Tactician.
We're planning like 8 different surprise attacks on this thing right now.
I know.
Okay.
I
So-
I
okay.
do want a Catacrosis Chosen. I want to make an opposed mind intuition. So I'll make a mind intuition test, you make a guile test, and if I succeed, you have to tell me what actions the creature will make on its turn and who it will target.
So we're not in combat yet, but I'll just tell you what it's doing. It will continue casting this spell for the next 6 seconds.
Can I tell what the spell is?
That would be a that would be a channeling check if you
I
want
would
to do
love
that.
to do that.
Cool.
Or one.
Yes. Could you do a 4-1, and then we'll see how many successes you have to learn how much.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
For those at home,
Yeah.
that's 5 successes.
That's 6
with
successes.
Thanks, because you can use all your focus on the same dice.
Oh, I do! 6 successes. One.
actually, Nopi Winston, do you remember your talent that you bought?
That is only to cast a spell.
Are you sure?
Isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's anything dealing with a channeling check.
When you make mind tests using a skill you have training in, any result of 6 counts as 2 successes.
Just make those 2 5s into 6s, and you got even more successes.
Yeah, the point is I passed it really good, Tim.
Okay, so as you get closer to this, you know absolutely everything going on here. Everyone else was confused, but as you can finally see what's happening here, it's all pretty clear to you here. So there is a demonette, which is
Uh-huh.
some form of demonette. It looks like, based on its robes and regalia and everything, it actually seems like it's a pretty powerful demonette, maybe a herald of Slanesh. So basically, demonettes and heralds of Slanesh, they're all servants of this like chained god named Slanesh, who was imprisoned by the elven gods. Slanesh is the chaos god of excess, indulgence, like all those sorts of things. and yeah, this herald seems to be casting some form of spell on these stones here, and seems to be opening some form of rift between them.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Also, because you got lots of successes, you only needed 4 to know that, but you got more.
Yeah. Like,
You can tell that the rune stones here were not initially Slanesh rune stones. They seem to be even more ancient in origin. And through your studies in this area and your great knowledge of history and magic and everything, you know that there used to be an ancient race of chaos worshippers that lived in these seas. Like a race of like I don't how do I like squid whale sort of people
Squares.
that worshipped that yeah they their name has been lost to time.
Squales, I just told you.
Wait, sorry.
I said squales. I just told you.
Squales. Yeah, sorry. So you're as you term we cannot keep calling them that because I want them to be cool villains, and I don't want. I can't have my cool villains be squales.
But if we can call them Kraken.
Oh gosh. No, we'll call them squales for now.
But then you can say release the Kraken.
Release
No,
the
that's-
squales.
That's worse. Okay. But you can tell that these stones once belonged to them, and they've sort of been subverted to the will of this demonette.
So the runestones were originally written by this ancient race for a different chaos god, and the demonettes have repurposed them for their
Yes.
chaos. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Is that a good idea? Hold on.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yes. It's like, hold on a second.
Okay, so
I
Zogsnug,
know if
before
it's a good idea to like just completely annihilate this demonette, or are they at a point where it's like, if this stops at this point, shit's gonna go real bad, even worse.
so
soon.
Zogsnug, since you are not undead, I need you to make a 4/3 mind determination check for me.
4/3 mind determination.
Yes.
Determination. 4/3 mind. Bloop. Oh, only 2.
So as you raise your crossbow to take to shoot at this thing, the screaming suddenly stops, and you're sort of enamored with the way this creature looks. It makes you think of all the, it makes you think of all the great shots you've taken in the past, all of your favorite bugs.
I have had some
the mud
good
of your
shots.
homeland. And you sort of just drop your shot. You sort of just drop your crossbow as you think on those things and enter a lull.
I'm gonna chill, guys.
What?
Uzkabak, have I told you the story of my greatest shot?
Hey, buddy. No. Come back. Hey, friend.
It was a dull, dreary day in the swamp.
Hey, buddy, no. The mouth just opens up in the crow's nest that's just doing this. We're just like, excuse me, no. Come back. Focus up. Focus up. Come on.
The sun was hidden by the clouds, and
No.
I was set to hunt a great beast.
Let's go. Do what you do best and shut up and shoot something, please.
And then, all of a sudden, a sludge raker beast walked across my path.
Oh no. No, someone do something.
My trigger finger was itchy. It was ready for a kill.
What's Yarg up to?
I see you, Snow.
I think I'm gonna use
1 second. Hydrate.
Ready myself against using a cannon.
And I see your pigtail, Snow.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay, could you also make a mind determination check for me?
All right, I'll see what I can do.
4-3 still.
4-3. Yep.
Snow wanted the pigtails. Snow gets the pigtails.
Is that a soul attribute?
Mind.
Mind determination.
Oh yeah, it didn't work.
Okay, Zogsnug. As you like prepare the cannons, you start thinking about the absolutely great meal you had last week,
Oh, beans.
and you're also charmed by this thing right now.
Okay, well that didn't work. Like that sandwich was good, but what's
No.
The greatest meal he had last week was a sandwich.
Listen, I've had some good sandwiches in my day.
I just wasn't expecting it.
Well, I did have a corned beef sandwich recently. I'm gonna have another one soon. So
It was corned beef between two dark elves. It was incredible.
Uh,
There's this great place on Colossus. It's just farm to table.
battlefield to table.
A battlefield to table.
The finger meat there is not as plentiful as it was, but boy was it great.
It's a delicacy.
And after I kicked that small little grot for luck, I took my shot.
Okay, Arlen, could you... What are you up to?
So, having seen both Zug and Yarg, like, basically become immobilized, Arlen just wants to, like, try and still.
Hey, Spag.
Okay, could you take a 4-2 mind determination check for
Here's
me?
a shout out for you, buddy. Please be entranced with us. This would be so hilarious.
Just get control of my goddamn shit back.
Aww.
Arlen is completely fine and manages to sort of steer the ship away here.
There's a great squeal when the beast was punctured by my arrow.
No.
And then it
No.
collapsed in the mud and sloshed, dead in a single shot.
So I just want to make sure I have the timeline for this right.
Yeah.
Nephos was screaming as we got closer and then stopped.
No, still is screaming.
It's
Stopped
still
screaming. Stopped screaming for Zogsnug after he failed his check, and for Yarg after he failed his. Sorry, I forgot to say that. The other two of you, you're hearing it horribly right now.
But they're not. Okay.
Because they basically, they're
Are-
now like entranced by this thing, so that they're
Okay.
no longer hearing the screaming. But
And
Arlen
then the
you are still hearing
Jabbermaw
it.
stole my kill. Its great maw came from beneath the surface of the swamp and swallowed my prize. And my lucky arrow.
That sucks for you, buddy.
Like, as like I'm sailing past, like I would say to Theory, like, slap them or something, like get them useful again.
Get them useful again.
Useful again.
they make Snugbar smack me.
Stop being a little shit.
Snotgar 100% will not succeed on his determination check to try and wake you up. Snotgar does not have enough dice. Actually, Snotgar has 3 mind. Maybe Snotgar could.
I want to.
But he
think I
didn't.
wanna- Uh-huh.
But he did.
Sorry, I rolled for Snotgar. Sorry.
By the way, how you
no.
doing, Spag? I hope you're
was
doing
gonna
well
say, I
over
was
there, buddy.
thinking am I close enough to Shardstorm?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna Shardstorm that thing, the demonette.
Okay.
Why is it not rolling? Oh, because I'm not in combat, that's why. Okay. And then with my new, it's not ancient knowledge. Where is it? No, it is ancient
Sorry.
knowledge.
So remember, your chair also does something for you too.
My chair does. It lets me do something for free.
Yeah, if you roll a 5 or if you roll a 6, you get to do a spell as a free action. and a 5
So-
or a 6,
so-
I think, adds a dice.
So ancient knowledge, you have to have training 3 and focus 3.
And
Which I do.
she does.
Oh, and channeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So
Go
that's what I was double checking. So if I cast my shards,
Well, that sucks, Meg.
Um,
I hope you feel better soon.
that
My mom suffers
is
from allergies pretty hard.
5 total. Yeah. Okay, I was just making sure I was getting this right. So roll my shard storm.
Roll a d6
Well,
for your
actually,
chair.
first roll the d6 for the chair.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness gracious sakes alive, Veronica. 1d6. I got a 3.
So nothing from the chair this round.
Nothing.
Nothing from the chair this round. And then I do my shard storm.
Hmm.
And that the ancient knowledge.
Any 6 you get counts as 2 successes.
Any 6 I get counts as 2 successes. I only have the. I was just double checking.
Well, it's a good
Ow.
thing you have focus.
Do I have to roll in the? Oh wait, no.
No, 'cause-
I've got one focus.
Apply your focus first.
Okay.
You should be okay.
In fact, you would
Yeah.
get 4 successes if you make the 5 into a 6, and then
Yeah.
put two more into the 3.
Yep.
You get 3 successes.
That's what I did. So I did 3 successes. So that is two. Oh my god, I have to.
Math is
My
hard.
brain. Yeah, my brain isn't wanting to remember all these numbers. So I have 3 successes. I needed 2 successes to get 2 damage.
It's +1 damage per additional success.
And +1 damage per additional success. So it's doing 3
3
damage to the center, the demonette, and then it's doing 2 damage to anything within close range of it.
Okay. So there's nothing else within close range, but you did some damage to the demonette.
Would have been cool if it like disrupted that pillar there or something. though.
I wanted something.
If you had
And-
done 3 more points of damage, we'd be talking. But
I should have arcane bolted, but I went for flavor instead.
that's fair.
The shard storm is like I could have done a significant amount of damage with the arcane bolt, but I never use it because I always go for the aesthetic one first. But
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Arlen, you're taking you guys away.
Yep.
Okay.
That was just a parting fuck you bitch shot.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh
you
no!
shot.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
We're going back in.
Every time! I can't. No.
You spin me right around, baby, right around.
Stop! I'm so stuck.
Look at it go. Whee!
Oh,
Just-
Send us back
just
in.
escape.
I can't. Stop.
Okay. Cool.
A-
No, I got there.
as I was getting ready to turn, did it feel like Nephos was trying to get us out by itself?
Oh, Nephos did not want to be there at all, but Nephos seemed like completely like incapacitated to do anything. Like was having real trouble there. It felt like it was suffering in the presence of that. Also, as you leave, Nephos, you can feel the relief in Nephos as like the screaming stops, the noise stops. But you can feel like by not disrupting that ritual, you've sort of like left something wrong.
Yeah, I hope this dimensional water butthole
So-
doesn't come to bite us in the butt.
So doom increases by 1. So I've just done that there. But
Doom.
What was it? 10 doom and then
oh yeah, if you hit 10 doom, then like the world is.
yeah, that's
if
what
you
I
hit
thought.
10 doom, it means bad stuff has happened.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to make sure.
It means some force of destruction or death or chaos.
we've caused
is
an
just
apocalypse.
like yeah, like the area you're in is basically apocalyptic. Yeah.
I kind of hope
Love
that happens.
that.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean that's not a lose condition. It just in fact that could be an awesome fun. I mean, depending on whose doom it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Nagash might show up and be like, "You've done an awesome job. You know what? You get 10 promotions."
Yay! I will turn you all into my loving steeds.
I don't want to be a chair.
It's not that bad. Just ask. Oh, I named him. Being a chair is not that bad. Just ask Aunt Bonio.
Oh
I'm not gonna
god.
remember that.
Aunt Bonio.
Like Antonio, but Ambonio.
Bone. Aunt Bonio.
Ambonio.
I'm funny, Tim.
How far away do we get before the other three return back to normal?
Oh, I'd say as soon as Nephos sort of stops screaming, you notice they start sort of coming back with it as well.
I'm still thinking about my favorite shot, though. It was a good story. What happened, Uzkabak?
Okay. Does someone else want to roll a dice? Another random event?
Yep, someone else's turn. 1d6.
I think Cookie's
I got
doing
it.
I think Cookie is.
Oh, Cookie's doing it?
I got it. I did it. I rolled a 5.
By the way, Tim,
5.
I'm really happy I got the Slanesh one. I play Slanesh.
Okay, so I'm just going to bring the landing page back up.
Oh.
Okay. So as you get into the distance, you see that there is I'm sorry, as you sort of pull away and you sail for a couple more days, you see in the distance that there is a ship that has been broken in half and there's just blood pooling in the water beneath it. In the distance.
Use my imagination for this one?
No, I'll bring in a scene.
Oh, I was just teasing, but okay.
If that's what you want.
I don't own a token.
Own a token with any vision in this scene.
Oh crap.
But I can see the outline of
See
the
where
boat.
Nephos is supposed to be.
You can see where the Nephos is supposed to be.
Yeah, there's just a big orange square.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a lot of blood.
That's a lot of fun. Hey,
as
we
your
shot
ship
Art.
As your ship approaches, you can see that there's a few humans like hanging onto the ship, and they're sort of waving at you like, "Save us, save us!" But as soon as they see what sort of vessel you are, like in a Soyarg vessel, they're like, "Oh no!" Like you can
Never
tell that
mind.
they're, like, no longer waving towards you, and they're sort of like, "Oh gosh!" Like,
We're good at fighting sharks.
Oi, boss, bones in the water.
God! No! Do you remember the shark with depression?
What?
The shark with depression.
Oh, I forgot about the shark we gave depression. You think he's here? How could I forget that? Oh, depression shark.
Oh my god. Oh no, did we name Depression Shark?
Yeah, depression shark.
No, I thought we had another name for Depression Shark.
No, why do you
never
think
gave
he's
Depression
depressed?
Shark another name.
Oh my god. Oh, I just got so excited. What if he's not here? Oh, I'm so nervous that he's not here.
I am adding to my notes.
What are you adding to your notes?
Depression
What?
shark. I need to remember depression shark. I like how I try to remember something. Tim's like, don't remember that.
That's something we need to keep track of.
Oh.
Okay, are you approaching? Is anyone?
Hell yeah, we're good
I'm
at fighting
still
sharks.
at the ship. Like, I'm still at the helm, so I'm approaching.
I will murder you, Arlen, in cold player versus player blood if we do not go towards the shark tower.
So
I mean,
as it,
there's humans alive. Like, of course, Arlen's going to try and help them.
For now.
okay, so as you get closer, the humans can sort of see Arlen on the ship now, and they're like, okay, maybe this is not like the worst thing ever, and they start coming to the side of the ship, and they're sort of waving to you. So you approach with your ship and let them board.
It depends on how many bones they got.
There's 4 humans there.
Is one human's bones enough to bypasses for the other 3?
Gosh.
I'm asking my boss.
That's you would really love to hear what the Principia Necrotopia says about exchange rates. It's really fascinating. So like if one of them is more fit, more in the prime of his life, his bones, that could qualify as pure bone, which is, well, that's the good stuff that we want to work with. So I would take one pure bone guy in place of 3 okay bone guys.
Okay, well they're
Arlen
all,
just
like,
looks over like where all the blood is and looks to see how many corpses like there are floating.
Why is there so much blood in the water?
So you see that there are sharks like beneath the surface. Sorry, alopexes beneath the surface, just like eating what's around there.
Are any of the sharks swimming like slower, maybe like in a sad way?
There are no sharks that are swimming in a more sad way.
You've done. You've taken a perfectly good shot and given it depression. I'm so sorry. Tim. Okay, cool. Sweet.
So how many bones are we getting?
4.
Is that what you're doing? You're telling them that one of them has to give their bones over to save the others?
We can talk about this later. They can all come onto the boat, and before they leave, they sign a contract. That's all it is.
Just don't read the
Okay.
fine print.
Okay, so they all board the boat.
I mean, like Arlen like was being serious and like when he was asking like how many bones does he like corpses does he see in the water because like
Oh, pay with the
That can be
corpse
used instead.
bones.
Right.
yes.
Which is why I'm like, we can discuss this afterwards.
Okay. Just looking out for you, boss.
I appreciate it.
So
Go get your-
Arlen uses a net and picks some of the bones out of the water picks a couple of the corpses out of the water.
That's
We just hand their like half shark eaten friends to the bone monster so that they can get on board and live.
just
Oh.
like hearing that separate from me for a second. I was like, that's fucked up.
Well, I mean that's how Arlen literally sees it. It's like
It's
you know, it's like
incredible.
these people are already dead. So
Yeah.
like I'm not like he's not gonna like willingly consign someone to death.
It's just so funny.
We're not
Incredible.
we're not murder hobos, but we're like evangelical bone hobos.
Hobos.
Hobo.
Okay, so you managed to get these people on board, and they seem like very confused about what's going on right now. They're obviously thankful. They're like, they're on their knees, like, thank you so much for saving us.
Do they have any distinguishing like features, hats, symbols that we might recognize?
You can see that they are all sailors of Sea's Bastion, which is the main like settlement of order in the area.
Is that where that guy from the beginning that was chasing us is from?
That is where Admiral von der See has made his headquarters. He's not
Okay.
from there, but like being a general of order, that's sort of where he's taken up residence.
Gotcha. So they don't necessarily work for him.
I mean,
I mean,
they
yes,
probably
they
do.
They
because
okay.
that's how he is.
Gotcha. So
But they're also just humans on a boat. They're not
That-
necessarily like
that
trying
could
to
show
kill
up
you.
on another boat that does want to kill us.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
When they could be part of this boat.
I can put the Zarbin clause in.
It's named the Zarbin clause.
I've named it the Zarbin clause. It's the clause that says you are free to leave the boat, but your bones are not.
Well, Zogsnug has very little interest in these humies, so you guys do what you want with them. Unless you want to torture him, in which case I'm all in.
I'm still fascinated by the sharks. I would like the record to show that Sotiri has really just been like focused on the alopex.
Just
Okay.
weird, because they have remarkably few bones.
They do, but they've got good teeth.
Okay, so you're just letting the humans on board and going on your way, or are you gonna ask them questions, or are you gonna stay and just watch the sharks eat what's left there?
Just watch the sharks eat their friends.
I mean,
my-
that's what Sotiri is doing. If anyone else wants to ask any questions, you can.
Achieve this shock.
Wait, you're trying to eat one?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Could you do a survival? Could you do a body survival check for me?
Oh my
Sure.
God. Oh my God, this is incredible.
He's gonna jump into the water and eat a shark.
Sotiri's just like Sotiri starts with like a betting pool and it's just like
Everybody. So what do you need? A 4? What do you need to roll, Tim?
Make it a 4-3. Successfully catch a shark with your bare hands. God.
damn.
Yeah, so as everyone else is like, as Arlen's like helping the sailors get on the ship, so Tiri's watching the sharks, Zogsnug's doing whatever, Yark just randomly like jumps into the water. Do you want to tell us what happens, Yark?
Well, I see one that's close by the ship, and I go, "Ooh, food!" Jump in and do like a perfect dive in and grab one, then pop my body right back and land my back like I won, and then start eating it.
While in the water?
No, well, I could about eat one and then go for another, but
Oh my God.
His jaw unhinged like a snake.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, I would try to haul probably 2 corpses out of the water.
2 corpses out of the water for payment for later.
I love that the human is the one pulling the corpses out of the water in front of his fellow humans.
Well, no. I mean, like,
Assert dominance. I get it.
I mean, like, yeah, he's very clear of like, this is so that you can get out in one piece, or get off in one piece.
It's too late for me.
Yeah, I wish I had hauled my comrades out of the water. Let me tell you.
Well, no. Like, I would, introduce them to like Zarvin and say like,
Yeah.
you have a choice. Serve like him, or it's two of your dead comrades.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh boy. We're the bad guys.
Oh, 100%.
I was like, this is totally fine, but just really kind of dawned on me, like, oh, I made a really good human being into a bad guy. Are we the baddies?
Oh, I love this so much.
It should not have taken me so long to figure that out. Okay, yeah,
We're gonna get to Doom 10 today.
truly, or truly. I guess
Are you sure that
Sotiri.
body swap I did was not gonna reduce it?
What?
Yeah. Reducing the doom.
Oh yeah, you can reduce doom. You know, by doing acts. You know, heroic acts. That would like.
Not blackmailing, coercion.
You know,
Um,
like not helping the orcs keep their hold on the city.
That was a
Or-
heroic act.
that was pretty damn heroic.
Yeah, the orcs are my people.
Anyway, so Tiri is going to ask some questions. Again, is just going to do this the way that they enjoy communicating. And that's just to turn their head 180 degrees so that they're looking at the four of them. And just like, how did you guys, did you guys not listen to your captain? Is that why you crashed your boat? Like, how did you end up in this particular situation?
So they're very creeped out under all this, and they're like,
As they should
please,
be.
please don't eat us.
Oh, I'm not going to eat you. The other ones, I'm not sure, but I'm not going to. I just want to know how you got here in this particular situation.
Umis taste kind of bland, if you ask me.
So they
These
sort
ones
of
have been brined.
they sort of look at each other, and the one amongst them steps forward and says, "So we were a patrol sent by Admiral von der See to keep an eye on the surrounding area, but everything then goes foggy. I can't really remember anything else, and the next thing I know, we're hanging on to the sinking ship for our lives. That's when your ship appeared."
Okay, so you were here on patrol.
Then fog.
And then fog.
Then sharks.
Then sharks. The fog feels familiar, guys.
Was it a purple fog?
It was not. So the only time you sort of remember a similar fog to this was when you met the depression shark in the bay of
Oh, that
depression
makes
shark
sense.
and his elven friends.
That
So
makes
I didn't. That's what I was. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I
So
remember fog.
I would say because you have already met the Ideneth and sort of seen how they work,
Yeah.
that this just bears all of the hallmarks of one of their attacks.
Yeah, you forget that they attack you after they leave. I forgot about that.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a chance to meet Depression Shark again?
Well, we know that this is the Ideneth, which we knew was an issue in the first place. Can it be assumed that this was the same group that we fought off at Colossus?
I mean, you could jump into the water and do more investigation if you wanted, but
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think there's really any evidence here to find out. Unless the
Yeah.
sharks are wearing armor. Which, I
and
mean,
these sharks just seem like unmarked. Like they don't look like trained Alapexes.
They're
Yeah,
having stance,
we,
Char.
we have
Yeah.
one on the deck right now being eaten. We know it's
Yeah,
not
we
covered
do.
in armor.
Okay.
There's not really a way to track these guys, I don't think.
So what was your heading? Which way were you traveling when the fog kicked in?
We are heading southeast.
South.
That's the opposite
Right.
direction from where we're going.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep an eye out for ships from Maladai.
Right. Because that's where the Dark Elves are. They were heading southeast, sort of patrolling this way.
Yeah.
So so I'm on the Untamed Isles map. Whereabouts are we now?
You guys are right around here, a little bit west of the island where you found that giant corpse and the dwarves.
Okay.
Oh, we should have stopped in and said hi.
We should have.
That's what your
I wanted to, like,
improvise is
island
for
it.
if you want to.
I forgot I had that. Oh, I should remember that.
Okay. So they were running. Okay. And there's really no other information this guy has.
I mean, you could ask about other things.
Yeah.
That's sort of just what he provides.
Yeah. So like, you don't remember what direction they went in.
Who is they?
The people who attacked you.
I don't remember an attack. I just remember fog and then suddenly hanging onto the ship for my life.
And you just assumed that nothing happened in that time. Is the logic kicking in now for you, friend? Is your puny little mortal brain finally catching up?
And he's just like stunned right now. Doesn't really know how to deal with anything happening around. Yesterday he was a sailor on a boat. Now he's being interrogated by some bone person.
While an orc stares at him, and an ogre eats a shark, and another human drag their friends.
So, by transitive property, the ogre is eating his friends. I mean, it's real messed up right now.
Well, sorry.
Okay.
By transitive properties.
So,
Part of the crew, part of the shark.
So,
I was
what
going
you
to
know,
say,
so
yeah.
if you remember from the first adventure we had with the Ideneth, they have a a mist they bring with them. Correct me if I'm wrong about this, Chris, but like
No, you're
it's
right.
called the Ether Sea, or it's the
Yeah.
Ether.
Yep. It's like bringing the water onto land a lot of times.
Yeah, and when that comes, like mortals just can't even remember what happened when it first appeared. Now, soulbound and other more powerful beings can remember. So, like, you folks can remember perfectly everything about the Ideneth, but if you even went back and talked to the orcs on Colossus, most of them wouldn't remember a thing about the Ideneth attacking.
Okay.
They'll just remember that you came in and fought something, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty awesome. Okay.
Bitchin', you might say.
It was bitchin'. I was gonna say something and then I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, yeah, there's no. Has Sotiri?
I don't think we're gonna find these Ideneth.
No, but right now I'm trying to figure out if Sotiri has remembered about Admiral Vanderzee.
Oh, why wouldn't she remember Admiral Vandersea?
They don't remember a lot of things.
Oh, he's the guy with the fancy hat that chased us.
That who attacked us, which is why they might remember. And these guys are sailing for Admiral Vanderzee, and I do not want them to give him information back.
Push him back in the water?
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I might as well lean in, right?
I mean, it's like asking like it's like a pinky out of your entire body. Like he cares nothing about these four.
Give
Are you
us.
sure?
Knowing how military works, yes.
So we take their pinkies and send them back.
No.
As a-
No, we just kill him?
we can.
No. Why do we have to do any of that?
Oh, because we don't want
Because
them
they
giving
work-
information to Vander.
What are they gonna say? Like, oh yeah, we saw a bone boat.
So Zarvin comes upstairs and he says,
So-
"Look, some other mortals. I have taken it upon myself to put together some documentation of employment on the Silver Feather for you."
Oh, that's so cool! And Sotiri goes over and grabs the papers and just throws them.
Then I go over to Zarvin and ask him for the actual copy, and
I
I
chair
pull out my pen and
my
give
my
it all.
chair reaches up and throws them. Like my chair like flips your hands.
Ay.
I guess we're doing another
Oh, are we? Oh, God.
another roll off because
oh my God.
Arlen is like very against just killing people for the sake of.
I wasn't
killing
gonna
people.
kill them. I was gonna offer them an opportunity to not die.
I was gonna
Yes.
kill him.
Okay, so should I roll for my Mortec throne or should I roll for me?
Well, just what?
It's just
what's
the
happening?
1d6.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just the
Just-
1d6.
Just
Sorry.
roll a
They're
d6.
rolling
yeah.
off again to see what's gonna happen to these poor dudes.
I got a 3.
Oh. Okay, well,
Okay.
that's that. End of story.
Okay.
I would like to offer these gentlemen similar terms to Zarbin. That they are welcome to stay aboard the ship, be rescued, but in exchange, their bones can't leave the ship.
So we're just gonna pick up 4 more crewmen.
Yes.
Okay, they sort of look at each other and they say, "Better than sharks, I guess." And then they sign your documentation
Excellent.
very unhappily.
I-
But one of them pats Arlen on the shoulder and says, "You tried your best, and we appreciate that, lad. But we're just grunts, whether to Vondersay or to this bone thing."
To be fair, though, Arlen, she didn't kill him.
They
They didn't kill him.
could have gone a lot better.
They lost their freedom.
No, they still get to sail the open sea.
They lost their bones, freedom.
Okay, we won't dwell too much on the darkness of that, I guess.
Part of the
Okay.
crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Cookie, roll 1 dice for me.
I got it. Damn, that's not good.
No.
It's just a random chart. It could be anything.
No, it is not good.
Oh, never mind.
Were any of these good, Tim? In any way, were any of them good?
The first one I got to recount a tale of my greatest shot. So yes.
And that one was actually probably supposed to be pretty bad.
The second one just provided us a moral quandary that we decided to take the deep dark sides on.
I didn't do either of that. I was just eating a shark.
Yeah, and that might have been part of the
Alive.
when good men stand by and watch.
When
Okay,
good men
so,
stand by and devour shark alive.
So as you start to approach your location, this horrible, endless spell just sort of like seemingly comes out of nowhere and just envelops the ship. These like spectral teeth and the howls of animals like have completely surrounded you, and they're like they're damaging the ship. So I need to know what everybody's trying to do as this like storm of blood and teeth has sort of enveloped the ship.
The Kraken?
It's
No,
more like
it's
a
like
weather
a magic
event.
storm. Yeah, it's more like a weather event than an attack.
I'm taking cover in the crow's nest, just hiding from the storm because I can't shoot it.
Well, I think I'll try and shoot it with a cannon.
Can I
Just shoot into the distance.
listen?
It's a storm. What are you shooting? What are you aiming for?
Yes.
I don't want not to.
No, that's so great. It's so good.
It's gonna happen.
Yarg immediately jumps on the cannons and just starts firing them into the darkness.
Oh god.
Oh dear. I want to figure out what it is.
So you're taking a channel.
Yeah.
You could take a. Actually, could you? Do a channeling check. Mind channeling.
Yarg,
sure?
do a ballistic.
Actually,
skill.
could you do a lore? Actually, could you do a lore check?
Yeah.
And then, if you want, you can try to modify the storm somewhat with a channeling check. Okay, so you can tell that this is an endless storm. You can tell that Gur is the wind of magic it's associated with.
Makes sense. That's the realm we're in.
Yeah, so like you can tell that this is just an endless spell. If you want, you can try to use channeling to try and either weaken or even dispel the endless spell if you get enough dice.
Oh god, if anyone has a chance at that, it's Sotiri.
I feel that I must.
Well, I got
Arlen,
four
while you're doing that, Arlen, is there anything you're doing?
I mean, how? Because rough are the seas at the moment.
No, they're like horribly rough.
Okay,
like-
in that case, I'm just trying to hold Nephos like straight. Like that's the only
Okay.
thing that's the only thing he can't do.
Yeah. Could you do a Actually, let's see if that's what does I'm just gonna say that you're able to do that. We might have a
rolled,
dexterity
I wasn't
check.
Sure what I needed.
Yeah,
so
you
I
you
got-
haven't rolled yet. Oh, this is your
I
roll.
just rolled, so that's I can turn those into sixes. So we got 1, 2,
8
3, 4, 5,
successes?
6, 7, 8 successes.
8. Okay,
Yeah.
so the storm around the ship has weakened considerably.
Uh,
So like this will make Arlen's next check a little bit easier, and after he rolls that, you can attempt another check. So Arlen, could you do a dexterity check for me? A body dexterity.
I love that Sotiri rolled 8 dice, got 4 successes, but it's actually 8 successes.
Okay, so Arlen actually failed to keep the ship from like staying completely up. So even though Sotiri was able to significantly weaken the storm, the ship is actually going to like capsize, and you're all going to get thrown into the water for a bit here.
Uh-oh.
So
I think I
you're
have
all
something for
now
water.
you're all in a major hazard now. I don't know if anyone has any benefits against hazards or anything.
I do.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to take some checks to just try and survive the storm.
Okay.
It's a major hazard, you said?
Yeah, it's a major hazard. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's how much damage is a major hazard right off the bat? It's like
I don't know, but I have Born Survivor, so major hazards count as minor hazards for me.
that's kind of nice.
So what do we have to roll, Tim?
So you're actually first going to all take 3 damage,
Just off the bat?
and then I need just right away. You all take 3 damage right away. And then I need everyone to roll a athletics check for me.
Do I still have my deadly wound?
No, that's gone. You're fine.
Athletics
It's a
check.
body.
It's a body athletics, and actually for Chris, you're only taking 1 damage from that instead of 3.
Nice.
Sorry, because for you it's a minor
Yeah.
hazard.
What do you roll? I can.
Oh my
Body
God.
athletics.
How did I do that?
I like the difference between Yarg's dice and Sotiri's, and they still tied. Oh, never mind. He's got focused.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So actually, everybody manages to like hang on to the ship or something. Nobody gets like pulled away or anything. Can everyone actually? And Arlen is actually going to like get somewhat safe. So Arlen, you're actually only in a minor hazard now. Could everyone take So Tyria and Yard, could you take 3 more damage, and Zogsnug and Arlen, could you take 1 damage apiece?
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
6 toughness.
Okay, and I'm gonna need 1 more body check from everybody.
I'm not gonna get lucky again.
I got one.
Athletics or just
Athletics, sorry, yeah.
Arlen with the consistent threes. So Tyria with the consistent ones.
Okay, and as you know, as suddenly as it came through, it dissipates. And you're all hanging onto the ship, and then
Okay.
you the ship like almost naturally sort of like starts to right itself as you hear a sea shanty in the background. And it sort of like pulls, you're all able to hold on and like sort of get pulled back on board, you know, climb back on board.
I'm gonna vomit over the edge.
Did our 4 new crewmen make it?
Yeah, so Zarbin managed to make it. Only 2 of the crewmen made it. The other 2 were dragged. Yeah, no, you don't have their bones. They were dragged out by the sea.
The bones will get back to me somehow. That's how
Okay.
it works.
So basically, the body check was just to like hang on to the boat, and not
Yeah.
get blown away. So like a couple of the humans got blown away.
I'm thinking like, you know, the Iron Giant movie when he like pulls himself back together, except bones.
They just slurp out of you when you get dragged away from the ship.
Uh,
Yeah.
Um,
And Nephos is okay. Like, I want to check in with Nephos again. Is Nephos okay? Just singing their sea shanties?
Oh yeah, Nephos seems like actually quite jolly.
Quite jolly.
Yeah.
Just, it's exciting when you get to do your job, isn't it?
Yeah. So but you can tell the Nephos after that storm, Nephos actually seems a little bit more awake, and says, "Reminds me of the storms of the old world," as it continues to
In
as
that
it continues
voice?
to whistle. Yeah.
That's a different voice.
What? No, it's been saying ahoy. Same voice.
It sounds like a different voice. Okay.
Tim only has like 3 voices, so
Yeah, I don't have that many voices.
that's the same voice as most of his dwarves.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I went. Oh, it's not the same voice because I assumed it was a dwarf.
It's not a dwarf.
Okay. So it So I still have some more work to do on Nephos because they shouldn't remember that much.
Mr. GM,
Yeah.
are we at a good pausing spot?
I was actually going to say that if we want, we can either call the adventure for tonight, or we can start up with the whatever you guys want to do.
Oh, it's up to that's up to you guys then.
It's
I-
9:08 right now.
Yeah. So if we want, we can we can call it a short day if you guys want. Or we can start discussing what you want to do with the halfling next session. Maybe we do that. All right, so maybe I guess the last thing is, what's your plan with this halfling? And then maybe we can stop for the night after
I
that.
personally need to get the info out of him to talk about. Well, my
Do you just want info?
yes.
Because you could also use this halfling to try and set a trap if you wanted.
That could work too.
Halflings remind me of grots.
Love that.
I think I can make him squeal, and we'll get as much information out of him as possible.
So is your idea to just storm this in and like interrogate this halfling, or are you gonna try and integrate yourselves
Yeah,
in, or just storm it? Is that what you said?
I'm thinking late night kidnapping.
Late night kidnapping.
We're really just gonna lean in on being villains, huh?
Why do they have to call the champions of destruction?
Well,
I mean, I'm not.
I'm not either, technically.
Yeah.
Guess what? You are now.
Okay, I mean, we
Can
can.
I also just like take a moment to apologize to Lee for fighting him on everything this session?
Oh,
I
Happy
mean,
birthday.
like, those are our characters.
I know. I just wanted to like make sure that like Everything was good. It was a character choice.
Ay,
Oh,
ay.
yeah. No, I mean, I was like, after the first session, and like, I learned what your character was. Like, I knew this was gonna come up.
This was bound to happen. Yeah, I just wanted to be clear in that moment where we're sort of metagaming, table talking, to just say like, we're good. Everyone, we're good.
Okay. So, yeah, how about are we okay with just calling it there for tonight? Like, you guys traveled to the location without any issue. Is everybody good with that?
Yeah, that's fine. I do have one
I know what
last
time
thing.
we arrive.
Sorry.
I
Uh,
know what time we arrive. I do like Arlen would want to like find somewhere to get like the probably at least the boost and spear like identified.
yeah, I was
If there's
gonna
time before
I was gonna say
uh,
something similar. We still have that loot we haven't looked at, and we should probably figure it out so we can use it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys are just going to an inn right now.
What does it take
the
to
Griffin-
actually like identify these things? Because we have like
a lore check.
a
so-
lore check.
Yeah.
Is it a particularly difficult lore check?
Depends on the item.
Because like Sotiri's mind 5.
Yeah. So Terry might be able to identify a couple of these.
And I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
mind
that's-
4, so like I'm not that bad at it either. Like, we could figure it out.
So Tyrion's not bothered by like stuff. So like I don't think they really realize that there is loot. Like they're just like, I was able to collect my bone tithe from all
So
the
so I'll
stuff
give
here.
so who wants to try and identify what?
Well, let's convince Sotiri to identify these things for us.
Sure.
You
I'm
okay
convinced.
with that, Arlen? They're your items technically. Like, you have the items.
Thank you, Apex, for the lurk.
well, I know. I mean, I put them like in
Oh,
for
okay.
storage or whatever. Like that's
Uh,
the first thing I did in the session.
Yeah, so Terry, do you want to take a lore check on these then? Whoever
I
has the
would-
highest lore, I would say, make the check.
I've got a 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a 4, so I think Sotiri is the best one for it. Unless Arlen has a lot of points in the lore that I don't know about.
And how many? There was the
I have
boots,
3.
the spear, the potion.
Let me bring up Nephos.
A treasure map, an unusual set of
Treasure map.
boots, a potion, and a spear.
Forgot about the treasure map.
So did I. We could have been going after that.
Oh,
What item was that for?
which one do we? Let's do the treasure map.
Okay, you have no idea where this is, if it's even treasure. It's just a map of a place. Who's
Map,
heard of it?
it's a map. It's a map.
Heard of it.
Okay, so what are we doing next? Sorry, just list the item
Um,
before you roll it.
Boots.
Okay, we'll do the boots.
Okay.
Could I argue that as I hold an item, I sort of reflect inward and channel through my past memories to make an identification? Is that convincing enough to make it a channeling check?
Channeling's more like a magical
No,
thing.
it's like
Okay.
I'm casting a spell. If you want to
I-
just start throwing spells at these things, you could do that and see what happens. I can
Uh,
assure you that it will be bad for some of them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'll just roll another lore check on the boots. So that
the
was
boots?
2 successes.
2 successes.
To you, they just seem like these crappy boots. You get very irritated by them and sort of throw them out the window. But as you look out, you see that they're actually floating on the water.
That's pretty cool. Someone should probably go get those.
Yarg's our resident diver now.
Yeah, so Yarg manages to go and grab them. Yeah, they're boots of water walking.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
nifty.
Okay.
Um, I'm also going to say that they are too small for Yarg.
Oh.
Oh. Next we have a potion.
All right. The potion.
Oh.
Oh, very good.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you've actually seen these sorts of potions before.
Okay.
Let me
I've
get
seen
the
this before.
actual. Sorry, I've got the page number
You're
and
good.
everything. I just want to make sure you rolled well enough here where I just want to make sure that I've got the exact description for it.
Yep, you're good.
Where is it? So it's called a potion of blade glimpse.
Huh.
And basically, I don't know why I can't find this now. Here it is. So, unexpected and sudden death is an ever-present threat to all mortals, but the shimmering chromatic vials of blade glimpse promise the common person a chance to delay their inevitable demise. Rumors say that blade glimpse is most often peddled by mysterious individuals clothed in garish attire with an unknowing smile. They appear in populated areas on the eve of great violence. So
Wants to like throw it over their shoulder because like why would anybody not want to die? It's
so
awesome.
so basically this is a common thing that those who are trying to outwit death use. If you drink this, you'll have a painful headache that passes after a few moments. But you get to basically put a wound, a mark. Basically, it allows you to. Sorry, let me just read exactly what it does. Place a mark upon your wound track to indicate that you have consumed blade glimpse. The next time you would become mortally wounded, you are suddenly assaulted with crystal clear visions of what is to come. You can choose to block, dodge, or otherwise avoid the attack or effect that would mortally wound you. If you do so, you take no damage and do not become mortally wounded, but doom increases by 1. From then on, you're left with a nagging feeling that you should have died in that moment, and that somehow your continued existence is part of some malevolent plan that you cannot begin to comprehend.
Oh, I kind of love that.
We do love a good flavor text. Second question
Yeah.
to make life difficult. I am neither mortal nor alive.
Yes.
So what happens if I drink it?
It's if someone tried to destroy your form. Like, if you were... Because you can still be mortally wounded.
Yeah. But like that still would happen even though I'm not mortal.
I mean, I guess it kind of goes against the flavor text for you to drink it. If you drank it, I feel like it would just sort of fall through your bones onto the floor, you know?
Okay, fair enough. Just making it difficult. Yeah, I think Satiri might just sort of toss it over their shoulder, just like, whoever wants it can have it.
You explain what it is, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did.
We have the
map.
spear left.
Okay, the spear.
Which I'm really hoping it's cool. It seems like the perfect thing for our good Arlen boy.
Succeeded with 1 success. One additional success.
2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, from first glance, well, when you look at this thing, you're immediately like, ugh, because it looks like it's a Stormcall spear, which is a weapon of the Stormcast Eternals. It's basically a spear that you can throw, and then resummon back to your hand.
I was like any spear. But it comes back. There we go.
Well, after that, you can choose to dissipate it and have it return to your hand.
Right.
Like in a flash of lightning.
Is it cursed though?
Is it? I would
It's
say
about
that
to
there's
be.
more to this item.
Does it scream every time I summon it?
That no, it does not scream.
The spear
You
feels
killed
pain
me.
every time you throw it.
So I don't know enough about it except that it only looks like a spear of the Stormcast Eternal.
No, for you, it's a storm call. It's a storm call spear.
Okay.
Yeah. There might
Okay,
be more
cool.
to it if you rolled higher, but yeah.
Cool. So
It's a
this
sword
now,
pulse.
I told you what it is.
Yeah.
It's yours now.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to say that it does a point of lightning damage as well. So you can if you
me?
want it's like
No,
no,
as
like
as a weapon.
Oh.
it does 1 point of normal damage. It does whatever a spear does plus an additional point of lightning damage is what
I
would
thought
say.
you meant it does a point of lightning damage. Like I was holding it and it didn't like it. Like,
Yeah, I mean you definitely didn't like it. Emotional
we didn't
damage.
like each other.
Yeah. You do not like Sigmar, and Sigmar does not like you.
Right. And because we're like Ossiarchs are kind of just like messed up Stormcast Eternals, like
Yeah, well, in Nagash's eyes, Stormcast should be Ossiarchs. They were
Right.
stolen from him. So
Right.
they're like you hate the Stormcast. They're just like
Yeah.
bad copies, you know.
absolutely.
Well,
Death and White.
I think it's pretty obvious that Arlen should get the spear.
Sounds good.
The boots don't fit Yarg, so I guess Yarg gets the potion.
Sure.
And the boots. Do you want the boots?
I'll
Sojourn?
take the boots. Do you want this treasure map?
I don't know anything about it, but I will use
I'll
it
take
for
the
some.
treasure map.
You want the treasure map?
Which means you get the potion.
So I get the potion. Okay.
I'll take the boots.
Okay.
There we go.
I
The
gotta.
items are split up.
I gotta figure out what that.
That took so long.
Yeah, it did. Tim, what was that potion called again?
Blade
Uh,
guns.
potion of
I'll send
blade.
you the
Just-
description.
Yeah, I updated the notes on Nevos for the items.
Oh, okay. I was just putting it in my gear so I remember it. All right. Was there anything else we needed to take care of?
I think that's about it.
All right, then. Yeah, kind of a quick session tonight, but we got some stuff done. We are set up for our next session, which might be next Wednesday if everyone can make it. I don't think that far ahead, so I don't know what's going on next Wednesday yet. I guess we'll find someone to raid, and I'll be right back to you guys. I'm gonna deafen up and say goodbye to chat. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so we will deafen here. Alrighty, chat. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us. We had a good time. Hopefully, we'll be back next Wednesday. If not next Wednesday, probably the one after that. We kind of stick to Wednesdays. Our next stream is on Friday. Almost forgot. It is with Tank Girl 90 playing Rome 2 Total War. You're going to kick some booty, conquer the world. In the meantime, let's find someone to raid. Let's see what is on Twitch right now. You can even come with me because my camera's all in a weird spot, so I can't change the screen really. I like to go to the bottom here, see. I feel bad because I've followed a lot of these people, but I don't remember most. Which means I should probably raid some of them just so that I know who they are again. Like Trix Everstone. Why does that name sound so familiar? I know you, Trix Everstone. Have I 1.1k followers? I feel like I should follow someone smaller. Let's raid someone smaller. We want to help the little guy. SS Starphase? Who are you? I follow you. I don't remember you. A VTuber? A VTuber in the wild? Is that what you said? We found a wild. Is a Genshin streamer? Is there anything? Is Genshin bad? Do we? Really? I thought it said VTuber right over here. I might be wrong. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I just saw the anime picture. I assumed VTuber. I'm terrible. I play Genshin sometimes. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? Let's raid S Starphase. I followed them. I don't remember. S Starphase. Let's make a new friend again, I guess. Sure. So be sure to show them some love, guys, and we will hopefully see you again on Friday MP, thank you so much for helping me out with that because I don't remember people. I'm terrible. Why am I a terrible person? I don't know. Have a great night, guys. Farewell for now. Beep. All right.